Normal working man looking for a normal life in Jew-controlled world, depressing. Well, right, but that's when different levels of society feel comfortable speaking out. That's my whole point. It's the gentrification of an idea. And then what's going to happen is that it's going to swing back the other way. And eventually I'm going to be called a liberal again with the same fucking ideas. You know, it'll swing like this and I'll go back the other way where it becomes so commonplace to criticize Jews. And if people don't use logos and talking and, you know, living a clean life and they go towards violence, they're going to get mad at me because at no point will I condone killing Jews. I won't. And there could come a time when an actual Jew hater has a gun to my head because I'm a fucking Jew lover or something. With the same shit I'm saying now. That's the plight of the artist. What I'm saying right now seems revolutionarily edgy. It's like, oh, he's calling out the Jew. Oh, he says NASA's lying and the earth. There will come a time. And guys, not if, it's when my current philosophy will be seen as pussy. I swear to God. Because when society, this is right now, we're inflated on an invisible nonsense dollar. When that fucking fails, there's going to be people that are like, you know, they're going to have fucking, what's it called? Like kill goals for the day and shit. I'm serious. That's what happens. Be like, you didn't get your 10 today? Pussy. Fucking, there was a Viking whose nickname was like child lover because he wouldn't bash baby skulls in on raids. Gen Z is fiery. Gen Z, they like me overall. They think, because they know I care about them, and then I'm actually saying hard truths for their future. In general, Gen Z likes the Bears. But there's an element of Gen Z that will be like, well, you're not willing to do what has to be done. And I'm like, you're about to make a mistake. Because they've been robbed. And they don't understand that they have to knuckle down, grow food, have kids. You want to talk about demographic problems? You think a wall is going to save it? No. Your sterile dick is the problem. Have kids. Just because your parents are fucking retards and they believed, you know, a lot of this, you know, having children kills the earth and then brings in the fucking immigrants and shit. Kill quotas, exactly. They're a tough generation. I know, but you have to get married and have children. Like this whole incel. If I was Jewish, I would be terrified of incels. Because so many men's electricity is locked into a monogamous relationship with their wife and with God and with their children, right? My energy goes to my streams, my family, growing food, goats, chickens every day, making more kids. We're working on number 3 right now. We want to have at least 4 is our goal. So if I didn't have Amy and my kids, what the fuck? I mean, you either descend into sin and you just become blind, just beating your genitals with your hand, watching just runaways getting plowed by Jews. You know, James Dean, Ron Jeremy, they're all fucking Jews, guys. Or you just are like, I got nothing to lose. Let's take out some fucking globalists. If I was currently parasitically stealing from a generation and I saw the rise in incels, I would be like, oh shit, there's going to be people that are going to think jail is a good time. You know, there's so many young men right now that have been so destroyed by school and Adderall and, you know, no playing and it's a woman's space and toxic masculinity. And from the time they're born, it's just women. That has the opposite effect, guys. You're going to make ultra masculine. And they're going to be like, dude, prison sounds like a great place for men. I probably would have been a Jew killer if I didn't find you last year when I was 15. Dude, that's what the Jew, I should get thank you letters from Jews every fucking day. Do you know how many people have written to me like, you're the first honest man I've ever heard who has shown me that violence isn't the way? And they're trying to fucking demonize me and us and stuff and make it like this is some kind of like bad thing. It's like, I'm showing with honesty and words every day and my life, every fucking day, that the worst thing you can do is just vengeance being yours. Christianity. And meanwhile, Jews are like, oh my God, I'm just trying to steal. And you don't know what's behind door number 3. A lot of us are in that boat. Oh, I know, Bird Eagle. Trust me, I know. It's like you have these men that are like, there's nothing to live for. You took away women. You pushed all this abortion, you pushed all this shit. And for me, verbally describing the crimes that we all see every day does not increase violence. It decreases it. We all see the crimes. There's a ticker in the heart of New York. Tick, 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 telling us our debt to the Federal Reserve, which is not federal, and it's not a reserve. We know who pushed abortion. We know who pushed gay marriage. We know who pushed trans agenda. We know who runs Hollywood. We know who runs the media. We know who signs Trump's checks. We know what Iraq was about. We know what Afghanistan was about. So unless you can say it out loud, you build and build and build with anger and anger and anger, and then you make the worst mistake of your life. I'm showing you a life you could have. A woman, children, chickens, goats, logos, love, gratitude. It's like that we want payback, but not yet. The biggest payback you can get, guys, is detach from them. Read the book of Psalms. They do it to themselves. Read fucking The Art of War. When your enemy is sabotaging himself, don't interrupt. Guys, they're building an unwinnable nonsense reality for themselves. Satan always loses. But you have to believe in God. Even if you're an atheist, you can look at the algorithm of violence and see what happens every time. It's called, guys, Trotsky and Lenin loved violence because it would justify more oppression. All right. Base stream. It's very base, very real. The Jews killed Christ. Well, they do have to apologize. Now they're trying to make them believe they are robot with no free will. Right. Love. God made you in love. Have gratitude. Pray. You will see past it. For God's sake, stop beating off to pornography. Rule number 1. Clean your room. Fuck you, Jordan Peterson. Stop whacking off to porn. You can clean your room and then whack off to porn all day and you will be blind all day. Just blind. You don't see anything. That's why they say jerking off makes you go blind. It's literal. It's fucking literal. You can still see the colors, but it doesn't enter parts of your brain. You descend to a lower level of being. You become more animalistic and then you're treated like an animal. You want to act like an animal? They'll treat you like a fucking animal. Don't deserve it. When you're put in a prison cell or if you lose someone you love or when you get sick, don't feel like you deserved it. Like to keep your righteousness in a little prison cell or facing. That's why when I got demonetized, I didn't sweat it. And now I have a P.O. box because I didn't deserve it. So it's like God gives you what you need. Even if you're homeless. It's true. Satan always loses, guys. Always. And you will see paybacks. You know, you want to talk about the compound interest of the Jew? There's compound soul interest of God. When you commit to living a path of love, and you see me ranting in my garden, love doesn't mean being a pussy or a cuck. When you commit to compassion, love, natural law, logos, appreciation of God, your creator, not lying, do not lie. You will see the vengeance will come with compound interest. Guys, half the people that attack me or are like, betrayed me are living lives that are so grotesque and pathetic that I don't even feel good about it anymore. I'm just like, ugh. You don't even get to feel pleasure about it. That's kind of the double-edged sword. But your enemies crumble. Guys, crumble. It's bizarre how effective it is. Read the book of Psalms. You get the armor of God. The people that slander with their spiked tongue and they're like, I was homeless, came up. Guys, you can have a better life homeless than a cuck fucking liar in a giant mansion. Look at Jimmy Kimmel. Who'd you rather be, Jimmy Kimmel or fucking just a legendary guy in a fucking little trailer park? It's a no-brainer. You don't even have to think twice about it.